What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back. I'm a few hours late, but hey, you're still here. I'm still here. Listen, I just want to say before we get up into this video, I appreciate everybody who has been just sticking it out with me and understanding what the circumstances is giving. It's just I've been stressed for the past couple of days. Okay, if you see my community post, you know exactly what's going on. And it's just, I didn't realize how much of a big ass process this was to when somebody passed away that you really, girl, what? Like, this is a responsibility that I didn't sign up for. Like, why do I gotta do all this? But, and we finna go to the funeral home when my sister get here to get the death certificates and all that stuff. Gotta close out the accounts. Gotta turn off utilities. Gotta clean out the... Baby, it is a lot, okay? And I'm just sitting here, honestly, I don't want to sound the way that I feel like it's going to come out, but I honestly don't care. Like, take the stuff and give it to whoever. Just give us the paperwork so we can close out stuff and pay off stuff and get out my hair, okay, so I can get back to my normal life. That's just how I feel. Maybe I'm still in a state of shock because it is what it is, because I wasn't expecting, but hey, I just really don't care at this point. It's just stressing me the fuck out. And I feel like it's very, somebody gonna probably get in their feelings that I said that, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just being honest and being real. But anyway, Love and Marriage, wrong show. That's coming on later on tonight. Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 6, Unhappy Father's Day, okay? Let me just tell you this. This episode irritated me for a couple of reasons, and it's literally just two people that literally irritated my life. Well, honestly, it was three, okay? Melissa, Andy, and Miss Joy, okay? Janami, you girl, girl, okay. So let's just get to Melissa and Louie. Melissa, you went through this whole process of trying to get the man of your dreams that you fantasized and want to be with since you were a kid, since you were in high school or whatever. You finally got that man, and now you're about to lose that man because of the way and the insecurity that you are acting. I just don't understand. Now, somebody put it in the comments, am I wrong for thinking that Louis didn't really do anything wrong? I honestly didn't even feel like he was really truly flirting. And if he was flirting, it was so subtle that I couldn't pick up on it. Maybe I missed something, okay? You are literally going to a dance class with an instructor that is teaching you rumba, okay? You have to be close. You have to do all of that. You have to, move your hips and all of this stuff. Hip, dip, tip. You got to do all of that, right? And you getting in your feelings because your man decided to do something out of the ordinary. Instead of just taking you to a dinner and a movie, he wanted to take you on a dance date for your first date out, and you couldn't even appreciate it because your insecure ass is just all up in your feelings and thinking that your man is up here flirting with this instructor and this instructor flirting with him. Baby, I'm pretty sure that lady, a lot of Latin dances that I've seen, they're very sensual, okay? And that does not mean that the instructor or the person that you're dancing with, especially if you don't really know them like that, I watch ballroom dancing all the time, okay? I used to watch the competitions back in the day. Baby, those used to be great. But a lot of those people that were partners, they really wasn't together like that. But it's called chemistry. It's called exuding that, making you feel that way. But it don't necessarily mean that that's what's going on. And I really feel like this girl just came up into the picture for a few hours, a couple of hours, maybe less, okay? And she's doing her job. And you are getting in your feelings because you see your man with another woman. Would you be... I just didn't understand it. Like, through this whole pissy fit about him dancing with this lady, talking about, just degrading the lady, commenting on her age, commenting on, her being very flirtatious or whatever. I honestly didn't see it. I saw that she was being an instructor that was making her client feel comfortable enough to do something outside of their comfort zone. That's what I felt, okay? Melissa, she took it as if Louis was flirting because, oh yeah, people were saying that he is a ladies' man and all that stuff. Well, if you knew that you was getting with somebody that was a ladies' man and you knew that you were insecure as all hell, why would you continue to try to get with this person? You are going to fuck up the relationship before the relationship truly gets started. Melissa can go. Melissa can go. Louis is better than me, maybe because, I ain't even going to say because he ain't got nowhere to stay because he got his mom. Okay? Louis is not, I'm not going to say he's not a bad looking guy. Okay? And truth be told, I'm pretty sure he can get any woman down there where he at any time he want. Melissa better be glad that he chose her and she chose him and y'all was on the same page at that point. Because you keep on pushing this man and you keep on pushing his button, doing the things that you're doing, he gonna fuck around on you. I'm just gonna say that. He is gonna mess around on you, especially when you go back out there to New Jersey and then he's staying out there until his parole transfer papers get through and all that stuff. Girl, you gonna push that man to cheat. Granted, you can't really make somebody do something because they should have the will not to, but I wouldn't be heartbroken and I would definitely understand exactly if he did. Okay? I'm not advocating for cheating, but I'm just saying I get it if it happened. In this situation, because she's annoying. Like, you're too old to be acting this way. You too old to be having nonsense going on through your head like this. Okay? And, I don't get it. You literally about to leave the next day. Mind you, she got so pissed off at him, he couldn't even stay in the bed with her. He had to sleep on the floor. Then he goes to work out, and then y'all you finna drop him off at his mama house because you that pissed off. But then his friend Dirk called, and instead of going to the mama house, you're going to drop him off over there, and then you're going to tell him, basically, you're going to need to find a way to get back to where you need to go. What? What? I said, child, if this ain't Patty, let me tell you something. I don't know, I do not know when I may see my person again after not seeing them for so long, and we living in two different states, right? And I don't know where or when I'm gonna see them, so I'm not finna be acting up. I'm not finna, girl, Chevelle and Quavius, what's his name? Chevelle, y'all remember Chevelle? They're coming back for life after Lockup. She done got her body done too. I think that, and he done cut his locks off. I said, anyway, moving on. But I ain't gonna see my person in a minute. Ain't no telling when. And you mean to tell me I'm gonna spend the last couple of days or the last few hours being pissed off? No, we finna be huddled up, cuddled up, bundled up. We gonna be all up on each other. I'm gonna put bygones be bygones, especially if I see that I'm just doing the absolute most. Okay, that's just what she was doing. And I really, she get on the phone with her sister, and I'm thinking it's the sister that may have a little bit of sense, but she playing into her stupidness as well. Yeah, I feel like he probably was doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was in the wrong with this and all this stuff. I said, girl, he wasn't. Even though he told Dirk that the lady was cute or whatever, I mean, she was decent. It's okay. Like he said, you don't want me to talk to nobody? You don't want me to talk to no women? Like, I can't say hello, I can't say this, I can't do that. That's some insecure stuff, and I don't want to be with nobody that's like that. Melissa, you going to find yourself assed out because you just doing too much and you too damn insecure. Moving on from that, Andy and Britney. Cut it. Britney is, I don't like Britney and I don't like Andy. And I'm about to tell you exactly why. Andy, given what Britney is saying, given how I'm seeing Andy acting, Andy is very much selfish, okay? I do not understand linking up with somebody who has children. And it's a difference between having younger kids and older kids or teen kids, you know what I'm saying? That's almost about to be in a young adult situation or whatever. Or older kids that are full-blown adults. My whole thing of it is, I feel like they both was feeding each other bull. Okay, y'all was talking while Britney was locked up for 8 months, 8.5 months. Y'all was talking, and of course, when you are in a situation where you have nothing else to do but to think about your life and to think about this and that or whatever, you're gonna say things to get this person on your side to make it feel like, oh, I'm really here for you and all this stuff, and I want to be with you. And I'm talking about both of them, okay? And I do feel as though Britney was buttering up Andy when they was on that phone, giving him, letting him talking to all that shit about, what they gonna do and playing to his ego, playing to what he wanted and all that stuff. I honestly don't feel like by looking at it that she had any true intentions of truly going through with it, because I truly don't feel like she felt like the stuff was gonna be even get to this far that she was gonna be talking to the man. I also feel as though once she realized that it probably was going to get that far, I feel like he was a mark. I really do. And a certain part that made me feel that way was when she was talking to him in this episode, when she was like, the situation about him not giving me the money. He was supposed to be giving me $1,200, but he only gave me $500 because he said that his account got hacked or whatever. And that's what he said sometime before. I heard this excuse before. He was supposed to give me a car. I didn't ask for the car. She made sure to put that out there. I didn't ask for the car, but where's the car at? We don't see it and all this stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, what type of game are you playing? Okay, I feel like it's really messed up that you played with this man's emotions and you knew what it was. Also, I feel it's really messed up for Andy to not understand and read the room that the lady is uncomfortable. To read the room that kids come first. Okay, I understand, and you can just tell Andy has been lonely. Andy has been lonely, and that's how he moving. That's why he's so clingy to her, trying to figure out what she doing, where she's at, and all of that, and don't want her to breathe without him. That's basically what he doing. The lady just needs some space, and he don't understand that. And at the same time, Britney, you have kids, and you knew you had kids, and not just teenage kids. You have young kids. And my whole thing is, how come you were not thinking about them first instead of engaging into this relationship? Okay? Instead of, even if you were going to engage in this so-called relationship, why promise or make plans with somebody to, when we get out, I'm going to go stay with you? Knowing damn well you need to see your kids. Your kids should have been first. And at this point, it's like you didn't put your kids first until after you got out and you saw that you really didn't like Andy. And so let's flip the script and be like, you know what? Andy making me uncomfortable. He doing the absolute most. He a little selfish, which is actually true. But at the same time, you was in on the whole thing too, and now you don't want. It's really weird. I just don't feel nothing for neither one of them. At the end of the day, if you get locked up, and I feel like it's really freaking selfish if you get locked up or you go away for whatever reason to wherever you go to, and you have children. Your first priority should be trying to fix the relationships, trying to see your children and try to fix that relationship and to stabilize yourself before you even think about getting into an actual romantic physical relationship with somebody else. That's how I feel, especially when they're young. So that's why I fought Britney for playing these games, and I fought Andy for not understanding and seeing what's going on. Because she's saying that she want to see her kids. That's literally what she told him. I want to be around my kids. And he trying to convince her to say, well, we can go fishing and we can go do this and we can go do that. And I'm just like, let the lady is disgusted by you. She's disgusted by any and everything that you are doing right about now. Read the room. Let that bitch go and go find you somebody better. Okay, that you don't have to hound and worry about. This lady literally said he is becoming a trigger for her, and she has to stop herself from going on Facebook to find somebody who can sell her something. I said, Britney, get yourself out the situation and go to fucking rehab. That's what you need to do. Because I'm pretty sure they ain't had no rehab up in prison. Okay? Like, go away from me. Go away from me. I don't feel it for neither one of them. I think they're both messed up people at this point. I really do. Moving on from that, Key Rock and Britney, I felt bad for Britney. I really did. Britney and Key Rock had went on to a little dinner date. I guess it was Father's Day, right? And they was gonna meet up with the dad, her father. He did say that he would come to the little, what it was, like a lunch date or something like that. Come out to eat. They had a little nice restaurant. You know, I felt some type of way about Key Rock having that do-rag on in the restaurant, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, like you could have took it off. You could have took it off. All right, but at the same time, she's calling, and I knew right then and there when she was calling before the restaurant, when they got into the car, and once they got there, that he wasn't going to show up. He never answered the phone. Key Rock's prison mother, Kelly, called, and that's when Britney had a breakdown. And I felt really, really bad. Because regardless, people can say that they don't care. People want to be accepted by their families. People want that love and all of that stuff or whatever. And to, you know, try to get things back on track, and you thinking that you're making some type of leeway, headway, some type of, you know, progress, and then come to find out it's not really there. You know, it hurts. It hurts. So I was here for her. Not here for her, but I understood, and I wasn't mad at her for breaking down. I felt really bad. And then, you know, when we got the backstory to her life, shout out to WeTV for putting up that trigger warning, you know, letting us know at the very beginning of the episode before it actually started that this episode was going to talk about childhood sexual abuse, trigger warning. And so this is a trigger warning for anybody that don't want to listen. You can fast forward a couple of minutes. But that was a good look, because I was sitting here like, oh my God, what's happening? And then when I just love the relationship that Britney has with Key Rock's mother. I just like Key Rock's mama, period. You know, she has been probably the best mother on this whole series. Okay, from season 1 to now. She has been the most understanding, the most accepting, the most loving. You know, we haven't seen any drama or negativity. You know, she's just being so encouraging, such a light. You know what I'm saying? And I love the way that she has accepted Britney into her family as if she's her own daughter, and giving her that room enough to make her feel comfortable enough to actually talk to her and to tell her some of the things that's been going on. Britney went through a situation where she grew up in a very strict household where she couldn't even play with her friends outside. And I know for a fact that y'all be trying to, some of these parents that be wanting to do that strict stuff and you can't do this, you can't do that. Y'all are gonna make these kids go out and do that behind your back, and shit gonna go bad, okay? Case in point, she grew up in a strict ass household, very strict religious household at that. She snuck out instead of going where she said she was. She went to a party with a couple of her friends, and it was these girls that took her to the party. She left the party with 3 guys. They said that they was going to take her home, and they didn't take her home. Mind you, she was like 13, 14 years old at this point. They wound up sexually assaulting her and breaking her collarbone, and she said she woke up in a ditch. I said, oh my God. Oh my God, I cannot stand. When I hear stuff like that, it turns my stomach so bad, and it just makes my heart break, okay? For anybody to have to go through any type of trauma like that, especially kids, that plays on you so much, you know? And that's when she was like, she never said anything because she knew that if she would have said something, they would have blamed her. They would have blamed her, you know? And so she just said that her brother had pushed her, whatever, and broke her collarbone. That's just what happened. She didn't say nothing about it until she turned 19. Mind you, I think she's 22 or 23 right now, you know? And that was when she was in jail. And so I'm glad that she was able to get that out, and I'm glad that she felt comfortable enough to tell that to Key Rock's mother, and Key Rock's mother be there and comfort to her, you know? She said, girl, I'll be here for you forever. I said, you know what? That is wonderful. That is wonderful. I just love the relation. I just love Key Rock's mama. I really do. Moving on to the next person. I'm gonna need, and honestly, Britney, while y'all up here trying to talk about no shade, you worrying about IVF treatments and trying to become a parent or whatever. After hearing that backstory and hearing the fact of the relationship with the parents, it's just feeling like you want to have a kid because you do want children, but at the same time, it's like you trying to give that love or have somebody that's going to unconditionally love you the way that you were not afforded in your relationship with your parents. That's what it's giving, And I'm going to need you to put a halt to that first, because I'm going to need you to go to therapy and get some of that figured out so that you won't bring that to your child. You know what I'm saying? You won't subconsciously put out some habits to your children that you got from your parents. You know what I'm saying? Because that can happen. So that's what I would suggest. But who am I? I'm just saying. Moving on from that, Anthony and Sheree. Girl, Anthony and Sheree, they had a night of bang bang boogieing. She asked him, listen, was I snoring last night? He said, like a grizzly bear. I can't stand. Let me tell you something. Most of the people that ask you do they snore, especially women, y'all snore. I'm going to just put it out there. You snore. And it is okay. Depending on how loud and how much and how frequent, I'm going to need you to go get that checked because you could have a little bit of sleep apnea, okay? But it is okay to freaking know that you snore. Almost everybody do it. Almost, okay? But, yeah. So they had that. And the big thing that it is, they was going to his PO. She's worried about this party, this welcome home party for him, and, talking about the curfew. He has a curfew of 8 o'clock, but he said that his mama had talked to the PO that he was supposed to be with and was able to get them to extend it to 1 o'clock in the morning for this particular day for the party, right? And so when they go into the PO office, he is not there, the actual PO that the mama talked to, his assigned PO. Somebody else, some woman or whatever, basically just put a ankle monitor on him, and that was it. And so he doesn't know if it's confirmed that he can literally stay out till 1 o'clock because he haven't seen the PO. And so he's trying to call. And then Sheree said, I feel bad because this kind of messed up if he can't stay out. Like, this is his party. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to go to the party because I spent way too much money on it. I said, you know what? I'm not even mad because I spent the money. This ain't his money. This is my money. But I truly do not feel like at the end of the day, this party really wasn't for Anthony. It was for Sheree. That's just what it is. And that's why she said what she said. I get it, bitch. You trying to disguise it. I see right through that. But then when she had that little breakdown, I don't want to, he said, it's not that deep, babe. And when she was crying in the car, he was like, you let me know when you finish. When he said that, bitch, I like to fucking die. I said he was over it. He was over it because he's like, it's not that deep. Finally take him to the house and take a little tour around. There's nothing much. It's really nice for her and her son and then him. And, since they don't know what's going on, he just went on ahead and took a nap. His mama came over and jumped on that bed. I said, don't wake me up out my sleep by jumping on me like that. You're like, come on, man. I said, Anyway, so when they finally woke up and he went out there to talk to his mama, he wanted to talk to her alone and basically to talk about the relationship that he has with Sheree and how she feels about it. And he was just trying to put his foot down right then and there. You've always been into all my relationships, but I'm going to tell you right here, right now, this is my relationship, and we're going to put some boundaries against, okay? I don't care how you feel. Sheree is here to stay, and it is what it is. She said, I'm cool with Sheree until Sheree try to come at me, like try to get the last word and talk back to me like she on my level and she not. I said, ooh. I said, all right, but I do like the fact that he did. He ain't say it in a disrespectful way, but he just put it there like, Ma, I get it. But at the end of the day, this is my relationship. And she here to stay regardless of how you feel, okay? I said, all right. Moving on from that, who else we got? I think we had Jonami. Joy, they driving down there to the hospital. They're about to get ready to go pick up Red, right? When I tell you she irritated the hell out of me this episode, I just didn't like her attitude. I really didn't like her attitude. And it's because people are asking her the real questions and she cannot stand the fact that she has to respond to these questions that she is being asked this. That's how I feel, because a lot of stuff is not making sense. At the end of the day, the family don't like her. The mama, I feel like she kind of like her, but I do also feel like it's more so of a tolerating her. But she just not a mean person, so she's not going to come straight down and say, girl, I don't like your ass. I don't know what your motives are or whatever. But the sister, she damn sure don't like her, okay? So you got that going on. They getting ready to go to they go into the hotel, and they supposed to pick up Red the next morning. Early in the morning, they got to be down there at the prison, right? So they get there, and once they get there, it's some other family members that showed up as well. And so you got that. I think it was like some cousins and some aunts that showed up, along with the sister and the mom and Joy and all of that. And I don't know. Something about the situation just really rubs me raw, because I just feel like, because at one point when they was driving down there, they had asked her, no, Destiny, the sister, she was like, do you think that Red is talking to other women, or was talking to other women while he was in prison? I said yes. She ain't the only one. But Joy said, I'm gonna have to take his word for it. I said, girl, if you fucked around on him while he wasn't in prison, while he was in prison and you was in the free world, you damn sure know that he was talking to somebody else while he was up in there. And then I think the mama said something about how, did you know that he would give women money to give to me, to give to you? I said, there it is right there. Instead of just giving the mama the money from him, he gives it to somebody else because he's getting it from other women and then giving it to his mama. That's basically what it is, okay? So he's using these women or whatever he's doing. He's been in prison for 10 years. What else he got to do? And play and scam and scheme. That's just all that it is, okay? And you the dummy that really fell for this. You the dummy that really fell for this, right? So now Joy got, her mind is all messed up because she's like, oh my goodness, like what's really going on? I'm getting all this new stuff. I don't know how it's going to be and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. And then the family, she's trying to be cheerful, but it's not. And she's kind of irritating, her voice. Y'all saw when they was getting ready, they had it was time to go. Now the mama had told them what time they needed to be up and what time they needed to be out. Joy was late. Destiny went to that door and knocked on the door and said, girl, are you ready? And she wasn't saying it in a rude way. When Joy finally came to the door after 15 minutes, she was like, yeah, hold on, I'll be ready in a second. And she let that door slam up in that girl's face. Destiny was like, I said, girl, take a step back and go into your room, okay? Because it's not worth it, And I don't know, like, on the surface, Joy is not a bad person. She's just naive and she's dumb. And then they get into the car and they're driving, and they were asking her, has she ever been to the prison to see him? And she said no. In the whole 2nd year, she's never saw him in person or anything. And then they're coming down on her asking, well, if this is your man or whatever, how come you haven't seen him and all this stuff? And she was like, because, I have a child and I got I didn't have the funds or whatever. And I said, okay. They really wasn't buying it, because it's like, in all the 7 years, you mean to tell me you couldn't make it down there one time? And I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Okay, you made it enough for you to come down there. You pawning stuff to get down there. Who paying for all these hotel rooms? Cause you got a hotel room where you was staying at, where his mama was at, and you got a hotel room out there closer to the prison where y'all finna get him out. Plus, you had the plane ticket instead of, I thought you was going to be driving down there. Now, you rode down there in a plane and all this stuff. But now, all of a sudden, you got the money. And then, like the sister's there, but you giving him all this money to get him clothes. And, you know, you giving him a card, all this stuff. But you couldn't find up the money or whatever to come out there and just visit for a couple of seconds. I said, that's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know what it is with Joy. I just feel like she's just really naive. That's just what it is. And then my whole thing of it, you really expect this man to be faithful. I don't expect nothing good to come out of this relationship, this whatever it is, because again, this boy went in a boy. He's coming out a 30-year-old man. He has not even experienced life. His whole 20s went away. And you want him to automatically come out and to be a father to your child? You putting a baby on him that's not his. You want him to be faithful to you. I don't see it happening, baby. And I feel like that's real selfish. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. First of all, that child is not his. No shade. And if he want to be in a kid's life, that's fine. But to put the responsibility on him, having the boy calling him daddy and all this stuff or whatever, no, we're not about to do that. I do not feel comfortable with that. I mean, it ain't my relationship, but I'm just saying, I do not feel comfortable with that because I just know it's not going to last, okay? And you expect, it's just weird. It's just weird. Baby, when they got there to the prison and they were making the signs stuff, Janami was like, you know, I'm just looking and it's like, I just wonder how it feels for him to be in there. And, you know, this is all you get to see behind the barbed wires and the bars and, you know, all of this. Girl, the family was looking at them, especially Destiny was like, girl, shut up. Oh, mama said, when he come out, I want everybody to cheer and be like, hey, real, we here, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, Jonami tried to say something. Joy started to say something again. I said, Joy, at this point, just be quiet, okay? Just hush. Shh. And honestly, I'm going to be real. I really don't feel like Joy should be there. I feel like this should be a family thing. And then I feel like it's selfish on her part as well because you stupid for... I just feel like everybody's selfish. You stupid for being into a relationship with somebody that you haven't seen for 7 years, right? And then you expect them to come out of prison and then to go back to New Mexico with you. They have family that he hasn't seen in 10 years. And you want him to pick up and to go down there to New Mexico with you right then and there? Or when? What is the time limit? What's the time frame? I'm confused because I would never do that to nobody. Especially somebody who went into jail, a prison or whatever, or went away for 10 plus years and they were kids. They were young adults themselves. You know what I'm saying? They were in their teens. They were 20, 21. Baby, they missed 10 years with their family. I'm going to let them stay with their family and get acclimated back with their family. That's how I look at things. Hey, maybe y'all see it different, but I just feel like it's selfish for you to feel like this person needs to just get out of jail and come move with you. Same thing with Melissa and Louie, you know, but I feel like that's a little bit different because Louie needs to grow the fuck up and Donna needs to just let him go and be a man. That's just how it is. But y'all, that was Love After Lockup. If I missed anything, y'all tell me. And I will see you guys later. Peace.